Family, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop, family? When is it going to stop? Update. It was made to understand that the Georgia Guidestone was being destroyed, which is a good thing. I don't really give a fuck about that. Because don't forget, the Georgia Guidestone is in Georgia, as you would know. That's why it's called the Georgia Guidestone. And it was written, forget what year it was written in, but on the 8 pillars that was up, they want to decrease the population now from 11 billion to 500 million. That was their agenda. They're in 7 or 8 different languages. Is a calendar, a compass, a map, observatory, because they're going to peek through a hole to see the sun at a certain time of the year, the moon, etc. But like I said before, it's made to understand that was destroyed, which is good. It should have been destroyed years ago, but hey, everything takes time, folks. Everything takes time. Now, as for CERN, as we know, it is supposed to put it on yesterday, the 5th, but like we know, if you feed into their fear, that will give them more energy to do what they're thinking on doing. And their tactic is very simple: fear. So once they have you into fear, whatever they're trying to do will actually works, because you're giving them your energy of fear for it to work. So as long as you don't get caught up with their tactics or their fear mongering, nothing they do will work. It is simple and as complex as that. So don't get caught up with their certain tactics. They always try to come with something to keep you in fear. Anytime everything is going smoothly, they would always do something to keep you in fear. Update again. In Boston on Saturday, a whole bunch of KK men dressed up with the mask from here down, cover the whole face, white guys, stormed the sidewalk, a whole bunch of them. There was no police there to stop them. There were no armored trucks. There was no National Guard. And you can pull it up on CNN and see this guy that's a black artist that's just strictly into peace. They arrest him. And the rest, I don't know what they did, but the clip I get on that was like, they were just marking and saying, let's make America white again. Like if America was ever white. Things that make you go, But you see, folks, I keep telling you guys over and over again, we are twerking, I would say, doing all the things that we're not supposed to do and not protecting ourselves. Because when the doo-doo hits the fan, and that's the fun. When the doo-doo hits the fan, and you don't have protection to protect yourself and family, what are you going to do? That's all I'm saying, folks. They're preparing themselves left, right, and center because they know that their time is what? Up. So they're trying everything possible to keep you locked down in fear so that you would feed into their energy and keep their system going. But it is not going to work. This is our time. And as long as you remember that it's our time and there's nothing that they can do to hurt you, you ain't got one shit to worry about. Absolutely nothing. So the CERN and the Georgia Guidestone and the KKK marching in Boston, because don't forget, Boston was actually raised on racism. Back in the day, the real gangs were from Ireland, and they were known to be very ruthless. So the drive-bys and the killing and stuff really started in Boston from back in the day. And Boston actually built, raised, Harvard, they're really going to use, created, not really created, but breed on racism. Boston is known for that. So you never knew that those three cousins. I tell you, boy, you can't make this shit up. And people, and them so-called rich colored people then say, oh, a lot have changed over the years because I get to work in an office and I get to drive nice cars and I get to live in big areas. Not much have changed from the 20s until now. Like I said before, I say again, because you get a little piece of the cake and they have the whole rest of the cake, you think something has changed? Nah. Like I say, I wasn't really prejudiced. No. We are really from the Caribbean and we don't really have that. We don't have that in our forte because in the Caribbean, the white folks live one side, the colors live the other side. We never really intermingle. Never really did. But when they moved here, when they moved to Canada, it wasn't like that neither. The white folks were very nice. Peaceful, loving, and kind. Very nice. But when they move here in the US, is when they get radical. Because like I tell people, Canada didn't have no slavery really, because all the folks that ran away from Harriet Tubman, they called it Underground Railroad, went all the way up to Nova Scotia. So in Nova Scotia and Canada, they have a lot of blacks that leave here from when it was doing the Underground Railroad and went to Canada to live. So Canada didn't have no really racism there. And what folks understand too, the first ice hockey players was black living in Canada, Nova Scotia too. The first ever ice hockey players was black. That's history too, but they don't talk about that. They talk about Wayne Gretzky, which is the first white hockey player. White good hockey player. Wayne Gretzky, didn't he? But anyway. But when I moved here, my whole outlook changed about everything. Changed my whole mannerisms, my whole outlook, my whole intellect. The knowledge that I received here over the years show me that people have to wake up. Because you can't be that dormant and expect things to change if you don't do nothing about it. So, I'm not advocating violence. No, but don't bring it to my front door. Don't even bring it near my car. And like I said before, if you bring it close to my grandchild at all, sucker, you're not going to survive. Nope. So like I said, I'm not a violent person. But hey, I can go from 0 to 1,000 in less than a second. On the day, folks, let me keep my calm, more relaxed, sit back, chill, observe. But don't get caught up in the game. Just observe the game for what it is, but don't get caught up in the game. If the game comes close to you, make sure it's halftime. Keep it over there. Don't bring it over here. Because like I said before, I can go from 0 to 1,000 in less than 15 seconds. And then, folks, I love you guys now. Remember, stay vigilant. As a matter of fact, a little more update. You see what happened in New York now? The Consul General that is in Albany was speaking today about New York City, saying that there's so much killing from Albany to Bedford to Rogers, all the way to Eastern Parkway. There were shootings. I think 3 people get killed. Folks, be aware. Be vigilant. Keep a close eye of your surroundings. Until then, folks, I love you guys now. I gotta go. I gotta get some sleep, man, because this thing gonna be terrible. I'm out of here, folks. Peace out, as always. One love. I love you guys now. You know, I do. I really do. Really, really do. Love you guys. Bye.